Hello guys and welcome back to Repair and Resell. Today we're gonna take a look at this nice gold controller. I bought it yesterday for 20 Canadian dollars. It has a problem with the left analog stick. It's a problem in which in some game where the speed of your character is determined by how far you push the joystick to the top. In fact, the character would alternate between walking speed and running speed. So it's why I'm saying it's not a L3 fix. Maybe some of you will find that useful, as there is a lot of tutorial on how to fix the L3 fix, but I didn't find much about how to fix this problem. So first of all, I will try to see you with my testing device how you can detect the problem. So I'm gonna do this right now. So first I'm gonna plug the controller in, just like this. It's light up yellow, always good news. Then I'm gonna open the testing device. It won't be long. I will put it on the screen too, just like that. And here we go. So we'll again test all the functionality of the controller just to see you that it's working fine. At first look you will say that this controller is perfect, but you will see what I mean when I will start to play with the joystick. So we're gonna start with the one that is going well, nothing is happening, and here on the joystick is going well too, until you try to go forward. Look at this. This could be really annoying when you're trying to play. Your character will start moving really inconsistently, and as long as I was talking to you, the joystick is still fully pushed to the top of the controller, so it should not be moving at all. Okay, so now we're gonna close this, we're gonna open the controller, and we're gonna do the correct repair. There will be a link in the description below that will show you how to open your controller if you need to do so. There will also be a link if you need to know how to test your controller fully, just like I did. Here we go, the controller is now open. Now we can remove the back of it, just like this. So this is a controller that is more recent, so there is no bar between, there is no bar on the back shell. Now we'll just put this aside. Now I will take a pair of tweezers. We will untangle the battery cable, and we will remove this battery just to make sure we do no damage while we're opening the controller. So on these, the connector are a bit more small, but still really easy to remove them. You grab them by the white connector, and you just move them back and forth until they open. They get out of their socket. So we will remove the battery holder. For this we will take our pair of tweezers as usual, and we will remove the little tab on each side of them that is holding the battery holder in place. So here we go, one is done. Here's the other one. It's removed. We will remove the ribbon cable of the touchpad now. Here we go. It's done. We need to make sure that it will go in right in its hole when we remove the inner frame of the controller. So I tend to bend it a little bit through the top, so it's easier for it to fit there. So now this is a GDM 040 controller. Now we will take our screwdriver and we will remove the screw that is holding the motherboard and the inner frame in place. it will be a bit easier to work on our controller. Here we go. Now, as usual, if you want to remove the inner frame, you grab your controller by its rumble motors and you just pull it up, and it should be pretty easy. Sometime your controller might interfere with the ribbon cable. That's why I bent it earlier. So here we go. Now the motherboard is all in place by some tab again. So one is already unlocked. We'll unlock the other one on the other side. It's just here. So we push on it, and here we go. So now we can flip the motherboard. I will just move that aside. So now we can move the motherboard. The one that is not that is having difficulty is the left joystick. So we're gonna remove the thumbstick, put it aside, and as it's the left axis here, it's this potentiometer that is having some fault. There is a little bit of air in the controller. Maybe it has some link with that. But as you see, when you move the joystick up and down, it's moving the potentiometer, and it's that it's making the controller registering how far you move. So in order to do that, we will need to clean it. So first, you need to open it. For that, I'm using a small head screwdriver. I will insert it. I don't know if you can see, but I will insert it between the blue part here and the green part, and I will start to separate them, and I will finish the job by separating the potentiometer to the top here. So here we go. When you're doing this, if you feel some resistance, I would suggest that you alternate between the 2 points because there is 3 pins that is holding this in place. There is one here, and one here, and there is none here. So if you don't want to break any of them, you need to rotate between those 3 points to make sure to get it out correctly. So now we will need to clean the inside, but for that we will need to remove the white part first. So for that, I'm grabbing a pair of tweezers. I'm taking it to the top of the white part and I'm just pulling on it gently. Now we can see this. As we can see, this one is in pretty good condition. If there was a problem with this part, it would be kind of green, but now it's really a copper color. I don't know if you can see correctly. Okay, and we'll just to tell you right now, a common mistake is that when you put this back in, you don't put it in the good side, and when you turn back your controller is going crazy. So when you put it back, always make sure to put the bigger part on the top and the smaller part on the bottom, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna grab some cleaning material. We will take some isopropyl alcohol 99%. This is perfect to clean this. You can also use 70% if you want. So for that, I'm gonna grab a Q-tips and we're just gonna scrub the inside once it's in the isopropyl alcohol. Just like that. We're gonna put this aside. We're gonna clean this really good, and if this doesn't fix the problem, look, it was really dirty in there. You see, this is what's causing the fault that we just saw. So we're gonna clean it really good. Look at this. This was really dirty. I think I can even take another one. Okay. We will see with the other side of the control of the Q-tips, just to see if it's still dark. It doesn't look so dark, but we're gonna remove the excess of isopropyl alcohol just to make sure everything is fine. This looked nice. We're gonna clean this part also. I'm gonna take another Q-tip as this one is pretty dirty. For this, I'm taking my pair of tweezers again. I will just, oops, sorry. I will just put it in the middle all of it to hold it in place for it not to move. And I'm gonna gently, really gently, just put some on the connectors. It's really clean, but let's not take a risk. Oh, it was still a bit dirty, look. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bit of black coming off. So we're just making sure everything is clean, so the fault is fully fixed. It's not gonna take so long. Okay, I'm gonna take the other side just to remove the excess of isopropyl alcohol. Usually it's not necessary to do this, but I prefer being safe than sorry. So we're just gonna remove this, and we're gonna do another time inside here as it was really dirty, just to make sure we remove everything. It's still a bit dirty in there, but I think we will do our job fine. Okay, I will do it the last time just to be sure, so we don't need to open the controller back again once we put it back in place, and we will know for sure what the fault is. If it's still going bad. If it's still going bad, we will need to change this little piece here. I will grab my soldering iron and I will show you how to do it, but I don't think it would be necessary in this video. So okay, now it's perfectly clean, it's white. So now we're just gonna remove the excess of isopropyl alcohol. This is done, so now we're gonna put this back in place. As I already told you, always this side. Just gonna put there. There we go. It can be a bit tricky if you have big finger like me. And now we're gonna slowly close it. Oh, it's a bit. Slowly close it just like that. Up. And now we clips it. And this is it. It's back in place. It clips in perfectly. You have no problem with it. The joystick is still perfectly fine. So here we go. Now we're gonna reassemble the controller and we're gonna test it. Here we go, the controller is fully assembled now, only the back screws missing. I'm always putting them at the last moment. So now I'm gonna reopen my testing device and we're gonna be able to test the controller. So here we go, it lights up yellow. I'm gonna open the testing device. Okay, so everything is still seems to work fine again. Yeah, there's no additional problems. Okay, and now we're gonna test the joystick. So here we go. You remember last time what it was doing? Now it's not doing it anymore. Let's see. Oh, what is doing this? This is weird. Let's see with the bottom one. Okay, so even by cleaning it, by cleaning this controller, there is still a problem with it. So I'm definitely gonna grab my soldering iron. It's a minor problem. I don't think it would really be annoying when playing, but it's still there, and I don't want my customer to regret their purchase, to regret when they buy from me. So I'm gonna make sure that it's all right. So we're gonna reopen the controller and re-inspect it and see if we can fix this. Okay guys, I try some other things. Now let's see if this joystick start to work again. So let's try this. So let's see, we will do one turn slowly to see if anything happened. Last time there was still some stuff not working well. Okay, for the moment the bottom problem disappear. Okay, this looked fine. I saw nothing. Let's try one with L3 press down. This one looks fine too for the moment. Everything seems good. Okay, so I will explain to you what I do off camera. Before that, I will close the testing device, just like this. Okay, so what I do off camera is I did a lot more cleaning because there was still some black inside the controller, as I showed you before on the Q-tips, and I also changed this little potentiometer. It had some green on it that I didn't see before. Now that I'm looking at it, it's really obvious. I don't know why I don't see it before. I don't know if you can see it on camera. It's hard to see. I think I have some with a lot of green here, laying around from other repair. Just a second. I will say, yeah, I think this one is pretty bad. Okay, I don't know if you can see. It's a lot darker. There's green on it. So this is like corrosion. So I changed it with one for another controller. That was looking really good. It was from a controller that I couldn't repair before. So it basically cost nothing. So I changed it and it's now working, and I do a lot of cleaning. If you do this at home, make sure that there is absolutely no black left, because it's that making your controller not working. So this one is a fix. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it will help you in your repair. If you can subscribe, it will help me a lot. So this is it. I hope that you enjoy it and have a nice day.